Good morning. Welcome to Stock Market Math. We're going to take the next 3 minutes to take a look at what you need to know before the markets open. Sit back, get yourself a cup of coffee, and something delicious and or nutritious to eat while we rewind the clock to see how things ended on Friday. Looking at the Dow Jones Industrial Average, we can see that Friday closed up 125 points, giving us a one-week return of up 681 points. Moving to the S&P 500, we were up slightly on Friday, giving us a total week return of up 65 points, which is not bad. Looking at the S&P 500, we were down just a bit on Friday, giving us a one-week return of almost 90 points, which isn't bad. Now, to add a little historical perspective, I've got a graph that shows the returns for the NASDAQ compared to the S&P 500 compared to the Dow Jones. And we can see that after 1 month, the Dow Jones has the lead. If we step that out to year to date, the NASDAQ takes the lead. If we go to the 1 year, that lead continues. Stepping to the 3 year gives us a reversal with the S&P 500 taking the lead. And the 5 year reverts back to the NASDAQ, giving us the best returns. This week, we have 7 of the S&P 500 companies reporting earnings, with no one reporting on Monday. Tuesday, we'll have Home Depot. Wednesday will be Cisco Systems. Thursday, we'll have Walmart, Take-Two Interactive Software, Deere & Company, Applied Materials, and Ross. Friday, there will be no earnings calls. This week in U.S. federal economic news and Fed speeches, we're going to go in reverse order. On Friday, we have U.S. leading economic indicators. On Wednesday, we have initial jobless claims, housing, building, import price index. On Wednesday, we have all of our CPI numbers coming out. And on Tuesday, we have all of our PPI numbers coming out. Now, if you're not familiar with PPI and how PPI is related to CPI, you're not fortunate enough to have a younger brother who can explain it to you, I have linked a website in the description of this video that explains what PPI stands for and how PPI is related to CPI. Taking a look at the Fear versus Greed Index, we can see that we have a score of 48, which puts us in the neutral section, which is interesting because if we look down here, we can see this was updated at 8 p.m. on Friday, and we can see that Friday, when it closed, it was at 44. So it just means since the market closed on Friday, in after hours, it jumped up 4 points, which is interesting. Let's finish with a quote from Warren Buffett.